Welcome to Grand Prix, your go-to channel for the fastest updates in Formula One. We've got 3 hot stories for you, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay ahead of the pack. Let's get started. The week has started with high drama in the world of Formula One, and the spotlight is once again on Alpine. According to a report from the race, the French team is seriously reconsidering its current driver lineup, and Jacques Doohan may be on the verge of losing his seat before the Imola Grand Prix. This comes after yet another disappointing weekend for Doohan, who was forced to retire on the very first lap of the Miami Grand Prix following contact with Esteban Ocon. Unfortunately for the young Australian, this wasn't an isolated incident. His recent performances have been plagued by mistakes, crashes, and an overall lack of results. With the team desperate for points, Alpine's patience seems to be running out. Meanwhile, his teammate Pierre Gasly has been more consistent, quietly outperforming Doohan and doing a better job of extracting performance from the car, even if Alpine hasn't exactly had a championship contending package this season. That performance gap, combined with Doohan's early exits, has intensified internal discussions about a potential mid-season driver swap. Sources at the race claim that during the Miami GP weekend, there was already serious movement behind the scenes. Multiple insiders hinted that Doohan's days in the car were numbered and that Franco Colapinto, currently serving as a reserve driver, was being lined up to take over as early as the next race. This wouldn't be the first time Colapinto's name was linked to a full-time seat. Just a few weeks ago, a major sponsor of the Argentine driver, the CEO of YPF, accidentally revealed in an interview that Colapinto would be debuting at Imola, even before any official statement from Alpine. That moment, caught on a live broadcast, only added fuel to the rumors. Adding more credibility to the speculation, Flavio Briatore, now acting as executive advisor at Alpine, has reportedly been pushing hard for Colapinto's promotion. Briatore is said to be convinced that the young Argentine has far more potential than Doohan, and that he can deliver better results immediately. And now, we may have confirmation. In a last-minute update, journalist Will Buxton reported that Jacques Doohan has already been notified by Alpine that he will not continue with the team. Colapinto will be behind the wheel at Imola, making his official Formula One debut in front of a packed Italian crowd. A high-stakes environment for a rookie, no doubt. So what does this mean for Jacques Doohan? Unless another team picks him up quickly, this may well be the end of his F1 career, at least for now. It's a brutal reminder of how competitive and unforgiving Formula One can be, where opportunities are rare and results are everything. For Colapinto, the challenge will be immediate. He must prove Alpine right and justify the decision to make a mid-season change. With a car that's still struggling for consistency, it won't be easy. But it's also the opportunity of a lifetime for the young talent from Argentina, a chance to show he belongs among the best. And now we ask you, do you agree with Alpine's decision to replace Doohan? Is Colapinto ready for Formula One? Or is the team moving too quickly, risking the development of both drivers? Let us know in the comments. One thing's for sure, Imola just got a whole lot more interesting. Hey friends, welcome back. We're bringing you more important updates from the world of Formula One. And this time, our focus turns to the Mercedes-AMG Petronas F1 team, which is set to introduce a series of technical upgrades aimed at stabilizing their performance and pushing them back into contention. If you've been following the 2025 season, you'll know that Mercedes has had a roller coaster start. Their car, fast and precise during qualifying sessions, has consistently failed to translate that pace into strong race results. The team has been showing flashes of competitiveness, but when it comes to Sunday, issues with tire wear and race pace have held them back from challenging consistently at the front. Now, however, Mercedes is ready to make a move. According to technical director James Allison, the Brackley-based team has finally identified the root of the problem: overheating tires. During longer stints in races, both George Russell and Andrea Kimi Antonelli have been forced to back off the pace in order to keep tire temperatures under control. This, in turn, limits their ability to defend or attack, costing them crucial seconds and opportunities for better results. In Allison's words, "We know the potential of this car. It has speed, especially in qualifying, but we're not yet able to fully unleash it across a race distance. The overheating issue means the drivers can't push for long. Fix that, and we'll see a different car out there." That's where the new development package comes into play. Starting from the upcoming Imola Grand Prix, Mercedes plans to bring multiple upgrades designed specifically to tackle their race day inconsistencies. While the team hasn't revealed all the details, sources suggest that cooling systems and aerodynamic balance are among the key areas being addressed. These changes aim to improve airflow around the tires, reduce overheating, and maintain better grip across full stints. What makes this update particularly significant is that it's not a one-off. According to Allison, Mercedes will continue to bring incremental performance updates over the next several races, focusing on thermal efficiency, tire life, and high-speed balance. These upgrades are not just about survival. They're about reviving their chances of competing for podiums and wins, especially as the championship battle intensifies. And it couldn't come at a better time. With McLaren and Ferrari currently setting the pace, Mercedes needs to respond. Their driver lineup, featuring a maturing Antonelli and an experienced Russell, has the potential to deliver strong results if the machinery allows. The next few races will be critical in determining whether they remain part of the top-tier conversation or slip back into midfield obscurity. Behind the scenes, the belief within the team is clear. This car has untapped potential. The engineering team is confident that once the thermal issues are addressed, the W15 could surprise many, especially on tracks where setup precision and tire management are crucial. So what can we expect at Imola? Sources indicate that Mercedes will debut a modified floor, an updated rear brake duct design, and potentially a revised rear wing configuration, all tuned to help manage heat and tire wear. These components have reportedly shown promising results in simulations, and now the team is eager to validate them on track. As we head into a crucial stretch of the season, with 3 races in consecutive weeks, the next few weekends will likely determine the trajectory of Mercedes' 2025 campaign. Red Bull set to unleash major car upgrade at Imola. A last attempt to keep Verstappen? We're back with more breaking news from the ever-evolving world of Formula One, and this time, it centers around Red Bull Racing and a highly anticipated upgrade to their RB21. With the next race just around the corner, all eyes are on the Austrian team as they prepare to introduce what could be one of the most decisive updates of the season. Over the past few weeks, Red Bull has been facing growing pressure, not only from rival teams, but from within. The reigning world champion Max Verstappen has reportedly grown increasingly frustrated with the performance inconsistencies of the RB21, and more importantly, with the team's inability to keep pace with McLaren's meteoric rise. The once dominant squad has been struggling to deliver a stable, competitive package, and Verstappen has made it clear his patience is running thin. While the Dutch driver remains under contract with Red Bull through 2028, multiple sources, including insiders from within the paddock, have suggested that a key clause in his contract could allow him to leave early should performance metrics not be met. That's why this next update, scheduled for the Imola Grand Prix, is being treated with the utmost urgency. It's not just about salvaging the 2025 campaign. It's potentially about convincing Verstappen to stay. According to the latest statements from Red Bull's longtime advisor, Helmut Marko, the upgrade package for Imola has now been officially confirmed. He described the modifications as extensive and fundamental, aimed at addressing the critical issues that have plagued the RB21 since the season opener. The core objectives are to improve overall balance, optimize aerodynamic efficiency, and, perhaps most importantly, narrow the performance gap to McLaren. The team hopes this package will transform the car's handling, particularly in high-speed corners and during tire degradation phases, 2 areas where McLaren has excelled with the MCL 38. Some members of Red Bull's technical staff have expressed optimism that the new design could match, or even outperform, McLaren's pace, though Marko himself was more cautious, admitting that surpassing McLaren won't be easy. "We just want to close the gap," he said. "If we can start challenging Norris and Piastri consistently, we'll consider it a success." These updates come at a crucial time. McLaren has emerged as the benchmark of consistency in 2025, with Oscar Piastri now leading the Drivers' Championship and Norris consistently finishing near the top. Meanwhile, Red Bull has struggled with setup variability, tire management, and a car that seems to perform differently on each circuit. Verstappen has voiced his concerns more openly than ever before, and the team knows that if this Imola package doesn't deliver results, the door to negotiations with other teams could swing wide open. Internally, Red Bull is viewing this as a make-or-break moment. While they've assured fans and the media that the team remains united, the pressure is clearly mounting. Losing a driver of Verstappen's caliber, especially to a rival like Mercedes or Aston Martin, would send shockwaves through the paddock. So what's at stake here? Performance parity with McLaren, Verstappen's long-term commitment, Red Bull's title hopes for 2025, momentum heading into the 2026 regulation overhaul. All will hinge on how well this new upgrade performs under race conditions. If it delivers the gains the team is hoping for, Red Bull could re-enter the championship conversation. If not, we may be watching the beginning of one of the most dramatic team driver separations in modern F1 history.